ATV Offroad Fury is rated E for everyone and contains no troublesome content.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new LP here on the ProOmnia channel. Let's play ATV Offroad Fury. This is a game that, considering all the other games up until this point, this one's kind of like the outlier because it's just like, really, Braxton? What the crap? And let me explain a few things before we continue on with this actual LP. First and foremost, I'm currently rather aware of the music in this game. And that's one of the biggest things about this LP that I'm kind of worried about. I don't want to get copyright strike against anything on this, and I'm going to try and talk over and play the music a little loud, not loud, but like less at a volume, because of the fact that I don't want to get like flagged for using a specific song in the game and whatnot. If something like this does happen and constantly occur, then I'll re-upload these, I'll re-edit these videos and upload them, or re-record them, in a sense, after getting permission from someone, in case something like this does happen. So I'm currently aware of this. But also I want to explain a few things about this LP itself. This is an LP of a franchise that I kind of grew up with. And I'll explain that here in just a moment. But you guys, I'm sorry for talking over everything, but that's just one of my ways of not getting copyright strike over whatever song that was. This is ATV Offroad Fury 1! I grew up playing the second game in this series, and I loved it. It might be the fact that it was the only game I had for the PlayStation 2 at the time, but that was just like one of my favorite games. In fact, I loved it so much, I begged my parents to get me the third game, and then the fourth game, and I never played the first game until recently. So I decided that in order to lead into one of my favorite childhood games, I thought I'd play the first game in the series. Now this is going to be a little interesting, because I've never actually LP'd or even commentated in my own free time on racing games before, especially ones that are more realistic, as opposed to ones that are more fun with like multiplayer or community aspects such as Mario Kart or even Diddy Kong Racing or something like that. So this is a more interesting, it might be more technical Let's Play, but we'll see. We'll see if my commentating skills are rather, up to par with this game. So for this first episode, we're going to lead into it kind of slowly. We're going to do the training section. We need to learn how to play this game. I don't know how to drive a four-wheeler, an all-terrain vehicle, as everyone up north calls it. I live in Oklahoma. It's a four-wheeler. So we're going to do it with training. Which, oh, hey, look! I know how to play now. No, every single button. All of those buttons, I know how to do them. Yes. Yes, I do. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm pretty sure holding the brake and the gas at the same time does not make me go into reverse in actuality. But that's okay.
Welcome to the training course. We're going to teach you several techniques to help you get the most out of the game. We'll be using the default controls for the training course. That means the X button is gas, and the square button is brake. See the arrows painted on the track? They indicate how to get to the next checkpoint. Each checkpoint is a circle with a number painted on the ground, just like the one under your ATV. Your first task is to stop when you reach circle number 2. Press the X button to give your bike some gas, and press the square button to brake in circle number 2. Do it now.
Do it now. Yes, this is going to be one of the more boring parts of the game, but don't worry, we got a few things we gotta lead up into it, because we do have to learn how to ride exactly a four-wheeler.
Well done. Now you're gonna navigate a right-hand hairpin turn. Use the left analog joystick, or the directional pad to steer your ATV around the turn. When making a turn, sometimes it's helpful to drift to the outside of the curb and ride the berm around the turn. Now follow the arrows, drive around the turn, and stop when you reach circle number 3.
Did this guy just call this a right-hand hairpin turn? Like, it's like, let's like do the doohickey with a thingamajigger on top of the thingamabob. Like, I'm really gonna know some of these slang or terms.
Good. In front of you is a simple jump, followed by a left-hand turn. When taking a jump, it's often best to land on all 4 tires at once. You can do this by adjusting the pitch of your ATV in midair. Pitch the ATV by pressing forward and back on the left analog joystick or the directional pad.
I like how
Give
he's
the
like,
ATV some gas, and as you fly through the air, press forward to land your ATV as level to the ground as possible. After the left-hand turn, stop in circle number 4. Go for it!
no, you interrupted me, fool! Actually, I think it's funny how he's like, it's best to land the 4-wheeler on all 4s. How you doing? How you doing? I'm one. Oh, I still ended up getting it. The crap, game.
Nice. Some jumps are bigger than others. In order to clear big jumps, you need to learn how to preload the suspension to make the bike fly further. To preload the suspension, pull back on the left analog joystick at the bottom of the jump, then snap the left analog joystick forward before your tires leave the ground. If you do it correctly, the preload meter will show a red bar indicating how much lift you've achieved, and your ATV will sail through the air further than usual. When the conditions are right to preload, the meter will light up with a green background. Try it now. Remember to pull back on the left analog joystick at the bottom of the jump, then snap it forward before your wheels leave the ground. After you've landed, drive around the turn and stop in circle number 5. Okay, hit it.
All you have to say is just follow the arrows, dude. Like, seriously, I'll find my way to circle number 5. But preloading is actually one of the more interesting aspects of this entire series, and it'll be something you'll see through all these games. Basically, it's just like the guy said. You want to simply hold back on the left analog stick as soon as you get to the jump, and right before you leave the jump, flick it forward. It's as simple as that.
Great. Now you're gonna learn how to ride a wheelie. To pop a wheelie, hit the gas and pull back on the left analog joystick. Try to hold the wheelie for a few seconds, then hit the brakes and come to a stop inside circle number 6.
These directions are as simple as like literally saying, a wheelie? How do you do wheelie? You pull up and on 2 tires. Or in the back tire. Nope. Is that good enough?
Good job. It looks like you've got your basic driving skills under control. Sometimes you'll bump into objects in the world and need to back up. To drive in reverse, press and hold the gas and the brake button at the same time. You can look back by holding down the L2 button. Go ahead and press gas and brake together to start driving in reverse. Hold down L2 if you want to look back as you drive. Drive in reverse all the way back to circle number 5.
I like how when I hit L2, he's like, huh? 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 We'll just simply drive back as slow as humanly possible to number 5.
Okay, now it's time to bust a trick. To perform a stunt, first you need to get some really big air. Once you're airborne, press the left analog joystick or directional pad in any direction while pressing either the triangle or the circle button. Take the jump in front of you and pull off a trick, then continue on through the finish gate.
Okay, Dad. Actually, this part is kind of a little dumb. Reason is because tricks don't serve that much of a purpose in most of the game. They only serve a purpose in the freestyle areas. So you really don't have to do much or learn how to do tricks until we get to the more freestyle areas of the game. But let's patch the finish line.
Well done. You've learned the basics of handling your ATV. Here's one final test before you go. Take a lap around the course without going off track. If you go off track, we'll reset you from the start. So pay attention. Good luck. Complete an entire lap without going off the track. Try to complete an entire lap without going off the track.
Try and complete an entire lap without going off the track. Blah, blah, blah.
Nah, but seriously, this is one of the laziest, in my opinion, the laziest and most uninteresting training courses in the entire ATV Off-Road Fury series. Hey!
Try to complete an entire lap without going off the track.
Guys, don't do tricks. Learn from me, don't do tricks. Nah, but literally, this is one of the more lazier of the 4, in my opinion, the the laziest of the training sessions. In my favorite opinion, my favorite is actually the third game in this franchise, which hopefully I get to if I do manage to finally do this freaking lap and get over with the training one. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna stop. We're gonna look back. Because we did this before, right? We did this before. We better make sure we do it in the same... Oh.
Complete an entire lap without going off the track.
Are you kidding me? Fine! I guess I gotta do an actual lap without pausing and going in reverse. Because it's like one of those side-scrolling games you see where if you don't go fast enough, the screen will kill you. I guess that's literally what happened. You could think of it as a death. I mean, I'm pretty sure I would have died in any of the 2 crashes. Wait, it was 3? Yeah, because I went off track twice, killing myself, essentially. So basically, I'm the living, breathing, the spirit of the third guy that tried to do this. We're gonna do a trick. Why not? I know what that is, but we're gonna stop right before the...
Congratulations. Looks like you're ready for some off-road journey.
I'm terrified. Why did I do this? And that was the training session! What a wonderful way to start this LP off! But again, this is going to be one of the more laid-back series on this channel, mainly because this is going to be a little bit more difficult to LP, due to the fact that some of these tracks are... This is one of the... Out of the 4... Because I've played all 4 of the ATV Offroad Fury games, and this one happens to be the my least favorite so far. And the reason why is because this one is the most difficult ones. After this one, after the second one, they start getting easier. This one's a little tough. So, hopefully, easing into this LP will be a little bit easier for me to manage. But that's going to be it for this episode. The next one, we'll start our pro career and end up racing for fame, glory, and the ladies. Bikes. Lady bikes. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Till then, keep being awesome. This is Braxton, riding out.